Assalamualaikum and hi. We are pleased to present our project Forensic X2D Digital Detective. This project is developed under the Department of Information and Communication Technology at Polytechnic Mersing Johor. So, what exactly is Forensic X2D Digital Detective? In simple terms, it is a 2D educational point and click game. Its core purpose is to teach players the fundamentals of digital forensics, not through lectures but through interactive storytelling and hands on problem solving. Players step into the shoes of a digital forensic investigator and are tasked with solving cybercrime cases by applying real world techniques directly within the game. It's designed to be both fun and informative. The development of this game was driven by three key problems we identify in current digital forensics education and public awareness. First, as highlighted by research, students often lack practical experience in this field. Theory alone is not enough to master the skills. Second, a powerful tool like game based learning is rarely used in digital forensics. And third, there is a significant gap in public understanding of what digital forensic is and its crucial role in combating cybercrime. To directly address these problems, we established three clear objectives for our project. First, our primary technical goal is to design Forensic X 2D digital detective using Godot Engine. Second, our core educational goal is to develop digital forensic techniques in gameplay. And finally, our outreach goal is to deploy the game for digital forensics awareness.
Now, this is our game Forensic X 2D Digital Detective. First, player have to click the start button to start playing the game, and case 1 begins. Then short briefing for case 1 appear, explaining that they must investigate a suspicious USB found in an office. After the intro, the player enters the office room. They have to search for the USB and drag it to the PC. This opens the file explorer where the player must click through all buttons to find evidence. At first, only 2 files appear, and the exit button is locked, hinting that one more hidden file still needs to be found. When the player discovers the final file, a simple text and short explanation of metadata appears to help them understand what is metadata. The player must check every file's metadata, otherwise an error message will prevent them from exiting. After all files are reviewed, the player answers questions based on the evidence. Wrong answers must be retyped until everything is correct. Once all answers are right, case 1 is complete. The player can move on to the next case. In case 2, seems like before, the player received a new briefing explaining that they must investigate several suspicious emails. The scene begins directly on a PC interface containing two applications, Case Report PDF and Email. When the player opens the email app, they see 3 emails. To continue, the player must check each email carefully, including its header to determine which one is a phishing attempt. The clue is in the sender's domain. Emails 1 and 3 share the same legitimate domain, while email 2 has a different domain, making it the phishing email. After identifying the phishing email, the player clicks the PDF app, where they see empty box. The player must drag the correct answer into the box. If the answer is wrong, the box will turn red and the answer will return to its original position. Once all answers are correct, the next case button appears, allow the player to move on to the next case.
Okay, so for case 3, player come across with a mobile phone that seems unusual. Player task is to examine it carefully and observe any details that might be important. So now player click OK to continue. So now player can check which thing needs to be open. And if player click the monitor, the label check the phone first will appear. So player now check the phone. Okay, now once the phone interface appear, player check which application need to be open. Now player click both sound and check. Player also can pause and open back if they want to hear it. After player check both sound, a note will appear which write the sound keeps repeating, not a song. Maybe it's like something, try check it on the laptop. So now player can close the phone and check the monitor. Now audio analyzer interface is open. Player click arrow. So now player can click any sound to start decoding. After player click birthday MP3 decode, it's appear that there's no hidden message found. Now check APT wave. Now that APT wave have been decoded, it say meet me at the park. Now player can continue by clicking done button. So after player click done, a note will appear that say nice work, you play it safe and analyze the copied audio just like a forensic expert. So in this game, it shows that even ordinary files can hide secret data. To continue to the next level, player clicks next case. Now in case 4, it's appear that it's a player final case and the company was attacked last night. Player task is to analyze the logs and find where the intrusion came from. So player can now click continue. So there will be note on the monitor say that first we check all the IP address and then drag IP address to the search button and click it. After that run it trace and finally answer the case report question. So now player click the capture log button. Player examine each IP. Now player drag one by one to the trace tool and click search. And no suspicious activity found if player click the non-suspicious IP address. The 456798112 IP address which say external connection, it shows that this was a suspicious activity detected. Now player can click run deep trace. Now its target located is internal machine 192.168 and the threat type is inside the bridge. Now after we run the deep trace, we can now answer case report by clicking the case report button. So now player can answer the first question, which is which IP address was responsible for the suspicious data load. And if player forget about the answer, player can click X button and see the capture log and trace tool interface. Once player answer all the questions correctly, player can now click submit button. A note will appear say that congratulations, case solved successfully. Player correctly identified the insider threat and trace it back to the source. Excellent investigate work. And then the game end. Thank you for playing. Okay, for the methodology and material, we use an agile methodology to develop the game, going through clear steps, which is planning the features, designing the mechanics, developing the gameplay, testing for bugs, deploying updates, and reviewing everything to improve the next cycle. For the tool, we'll build the entire game using the Godot engine. All the game logic was coded with GD scripts, which made development faster and more flexible. So for project significance, first we got enhanced practical skill in digital forensic. Player learns investigation skills by solving cases inside the game. Second, increases engagement through game-based learning. The game makes learning fun, interactive, and easier to understand. Third, promote cybersecurity awareness. It teaches player how cyber threats works and how to stay safe online. Fourth, support educators. Teachers get creative tools to explain cybersecurity in a simple way and more engaging way. For sustainable development goals, first we got SDG 4, which is quality education. Our game supports quality education by making cybersecurity easier to learn through interactive and game-based lessons. SDG 9, which is industry innovation and infrastructure, is promote innovation by using creative technology to teach digital forensic and cyber safety in a modern and more engaging way. SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institution. By raising cybersecurity awareness, the game helps build safer digital environments and supports more secure and trustworthy institutions. For conclusion, Forensic X 2D Digital Detective make digital forensic education engaging and interactive, helping players understand how cybercrimes are investigated. It raises cybersecurity awareness and use real-world techniques to teach key concepts. Also, it's accessible and suitable for educational use.